Yeah. Shout out to all my real motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? It's hot as fuck out here in Cali right now and shit. You know, a nigga just leaning off in the cut. You know, my boy said he supposed to be coming out here, on the 22nd in Lamar Park. And that's all you niggas that don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He's a real black leader. And, in our communities today, and he trying to get the word across on some knowledge. But, I just got a few, I ain't gonna say disagreements, but I just feel like as a people we ain't got the right to refute not one piece of knowledge if it can help you. Now, the Hebrew Israelites, the battle they having between these Hebrew Israelites, is because that the conscious community, niggas like Seti and Poe, like they not crippling these niggas where they stand at. You see what I'm saying? They standing on that Bible. And see, what you got to understand is no matter what they preaching, no matter what they spewing, no matter what kind of rhetoric they throwing out there, the definition of rhetoric, or what rhetoric is even made for, is because it holds psychological force, but it holds no evidential weight. So these niggas ain't got to show no evidence when they get into a motherfucker psyche, just like the preacher doing. But on the other hand, y'all going at these dudes the wrong way. Y'all got to understand that the book itself that you trying to, say that ain't got no knowledge in it, or it ain't for black people. You got to understand that book itself is built on a black foundation, a strong African Kemetic foundation. And really, if you asking me, I don't even go on everything that the Egyptians is talking about, because I'll tell a nigga in a minute. Nigga, if it ain't coming from the beginning of that now, I don't want to hear it. And I ain't set foot on the Egyptian sands. Never, not one time in my life. But DNA activation is taking place now. And niggas don't understand what that is, nigga. Nigga, I hear my ancestors crying to me from the Valley of the Kings, nigga. You see what I'm saying, nigga? Whether you was in Egypt or you was in Nubia, South Africa, nigga, y'all all went back to the same place, to the Valley of the Kings, to get buried together. You know what I'm saying? No matter what these niggas had when they was alive. Man, let me go ahead and let the sword glisten right now. First off, for these Hebrew Israelites, I'ma smoke your motherfucking ass right here. Cause first off, y'all niggas sit up here and talk about, everything in the Bible is true. It is. But it's spoken of an allegory, which is something I'm noticing you niggas ain't understanding. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always talking about y'all built the motherfucking pyramids. I'ma cripple your ass right here with your building of the pyramids. What mathematics was you using when you built these pyramids? Because see, only civilizations, got a mathematical system. I ain't saying, hunter-gatherer tribes didn't have a form of, of mathematics. You know what I'm saying? But they shit wasn't advanced like when you get into a civilization. Now let me show you why. We just gonna go back to Noah. Before, Noah was said to have built the ark using a metric system called a cubit. Now you can go look in the dictionary right now, Hebrew Israelites, and see that a cubit is an ancient linear form, an ancient Egyptian linear form of measurement, sir. So, if Noah came from a civilization, or came from a people that had their own religion and all their own this, their own gods and all this and that, why God didn't give them no math? Why they gotta use the Egyptians' math to build the shit? Do you know how much time and effort it takes in making the shit? Do you know how much, physics going, man? Get that shit out of here. And the only metric system he used to build the shit was a motherfucking cubit. Man, get your ass up out of here. Second of all, y'all claim that y'all was in captivity in Egypt for 400 years. I just want to know one thing. Why is it that I can't find near nigga in America that still speak the original tongue of the people he come from? We've been here for 400 years and we speak in the same language as the oppressor. And we come from a greater culture and background than they do. So how is it that we got took over by a malnourished culture is what I'm gonna call them. How we get took over by, we speaking the oppressor's language. And they don't even got no real culture. They shit was still in the making when they did us like that. But then yet, the so-called Hebrew Israelites that went off up into Egypt for 400 years, they was under the influence of a much superior culture. But yet these motherfuckers still built up out of that motherfucker with a God and their language intact. But get this shit out of here, man. Man, I might look like this, the braids and all that shit, nigga. I just look like this, my nigga. I'm about to let the sword glisten. First off, this is my opinion. Cause I ain't in no colleges like Shank Diop was. Well, I am in there now. I'm in LACC. I will flash my motherfucking transcripts up there so I can show you that I'm Michael Jordan in the motherfucking classroom. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you Usain Bolt your ass in that motherfucker. But what I'm trying to show you is that this is my opinion. Is that the actual language that the Hebrews are speaking now, which comes from the family of Afro-Asiatic languages, which is Hebrew, is the actual stolen language of our ancestors. And I'm going to just put that out there like that. I shouldn't even say that, but I believe the Hebrew language is the actual stolen language from Kemet. Y'all left up out of there with the riches we gave y'all. We gave y'all shit to leave. But it said y'all asked for shit. You know what I'm saying? One thing that, SETI and the Hebrew Israelite shit see eye to eye on is the fact that it was a mass migration. We don't give a fuck if it was through Moses. We don't give a fuck if it was through motherfucking Moses coming up and through that motherfucker saying, nigga, let the sword glisten, get y'all bitch ass up out of here. Y'all trying to rule the motherfucking country with economics and shit. You know what I'm saying? But in order for Ramesses and them to have done that, they was pushed all the way back down there by them Nubians. See, they had help from them Nubians. Them Nubians put it in their head like how Nipsey Hussle put it in these gangbangers' head. Nigga, you acting like a bitch right now. You just gonna let these niggas come up in here off this motherfucking Sinai Peninsula on your ass, build up and through this motherfucker, up and through your hood like they some big bad motherfuckers. Man, get up out of here with this shit, Hebrew Israelite dudes. I done already shut two of y'all, functions down on the corner. You know what I'm saying? I will come up and through that motherfucker and light your ass. I will barbecue your motherfucking ass out here on these streets. Everybody quick to say, they put the shit in y'all face. Well, he married a Cushite woman. Nah, let's go to the older versions of the Bible, like when my grandma was alive in the Rex Humboldt version, when it tell your ass God told Moses not to marry near woman from don't take a wife from the children of Israel. He told him that. Why he gonna tell another Israelite not to take a wife from an Israelite or a Hebrew Israelite? How was Moses raised for 40 years and all of a sudden he know he a Hebrew? His mama just told him like, nigga, you a Hebrew. And now all of a sudden, after being raised in the royal household, this nigga got big feelings for two niggas that's getting whooped on. They been getting whooped. But now all of a sudden, soon as he find out his ancestral bloodline, this nigga ready to denounce everything that he in line for. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is royalty, nigga. Man, the Hebrew Israelites, y'all full of shit. I'ma just keep that real with you. But the holla SETI and Polite on what they said. I ain't really tripping off Polite, cause Polite, he don't try to battle them like that with the Bible, but he do go in on certain, and he just be lurking up by choosing the right verses to say it's hot in the motherfucker out here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna turn this AC on right here real quick. Let that motherfucker blow real quick on the nigga ass. But I'm just, I might not say he coming out here on the 22nd. I look up to, I ain't even gonna say I look up to the dude. I just, I concur with a lot of the shit he say. But what I'm really trying to get at niggas at Seti, quit trying to debate these niggas with the Bible. Because until you understand that Bible has a Kemetic foundation, you will never be able to cripple them. They're gonna just keep popping up, keep popping up, keep popping up, keep popping up with some more bullshit to holler about. See, what you gotta do with these bitch ass niggas is this right here, and I call them bitch ass niggas. You see what I'm saying? I can't hold my tongue, because any motherfucker that'll come out there and seek converts, you see what I'm saying, which Jesus Christ never. You know what? Since y'all Hebrew Israelites want to talk about the Bible, what new covenant y'all talking about in the New Testament? Because Jesus Christ himself said, nigga, when you see me, you see my Father. That let me know, fuck everything that they done wrote up in this motherfucker. Go back to the Old Testament where my Father was letting the sworn glisten. I'm here right now letting that motherfucker glisten on your bitch ass. Nigga, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Jesus was a warrior, nigga. See, let me show you why Jesus was a warrior, nigga. See, they said he rolled with 12 niggas that was fishing. Carrying fishing poles and shit, a couple of murders and shit. But what fucked me up is when he was in the Garden of Agony. Oh, y'all don't know I knew it was called the Garden of Agony. That means I done flipped this motherfucker 17 times. I used to be in the Baptist church, but a lot of the things they tell you, it is real. Like, when you ask the Lord to reveal to you what he needs to reveal to you, he will reveal it to you. And then when you know better, you gonna do better. See, I know better now. I got an eye to discern with. See, what's making me mad is how you Hebrew Israelites don't understand that Jesus is in the Bible, mute on the ground in the garden, begging or asking his Father not to, I don't want to drink from this cup. But if it ain't your will, then I'll go through with what you want me to do, Lord. Nigga, please. This nigga was a man and he was scared. This is just given if he existed. Right now I'm just doing a lot of, a little deductive reasoning with y'all asses up in this motherfucker. So, that showed me he was a man right there. That was psychology right there that y'all showing in the Bible. Alright, what about when they sent 10,000 elite soldiers to come and pick up 13 niggas? I say 13 because it's 12 disciples, but when you include Jesus, it's all 13. The 13 warriors, you know what I'm saying? These movies is made fashioned after this shit. But what I'm tripping out off of is when the soldiers came for Jesus, this nigga Peter up to burn on their ass. Like, swing! Chopped the nigga ear off, but they say Jesus picked it back up and put it back on his head and healed him up. Everybody thought that was the most miraculous thing. See, that ain't what I seen with a discerning eye. The most miraculous thing is, why did they have to send 10,000 elite soldiers? Because this is what is stated in the Bible, in the New Testament. Why did they have to send 10 of the most elite soldiers to come and pick up Jesus and his other 12 disciples? Because them niggas was beating niggas' asses. That's why. Let me show you why. What is a fisherman doing with that knowledge like that of that blade? See, back in them time, that nigga took a sword off his hip or wherever he had it, in his back, off his hip, and sliced the man across his ear without touching no other part of the body. I'm pretty sure the Bible would have stated it. That showed me that man had precision, nigga. That nigga been working with a blade since he came into this motherfucking world, homeboy. Jesus wasn't riding with no whole ass niggas that was fishing. This is why they changing the story, Seti. That nigga was a samurai, nigga Jesus, and he rolled with other samurais. Other niggas that's gonna beat shit up. That's the psychology I'm reading on the nigga, man. Go back to what I was saying, though. In one of Seti's last joint lectures against the Hebrew Israelites with Polite, he had a joint lecture. A couple hours long, 3 hours long or something like that. That shit was bomb. That shit was hard as a motherfucker. But I was noticing a lot of stuff Seti was saying. And, I'm not trying to pull your coattail, bro. What I'm trying to do is show you that there's some young niggas out here with an eye to discern. And all you gotta do is come seek these young niggas out in the street. Nigga, I'm right here. Nigga, in LA, South Central Los Angeles. Nigga, my hood is right there near Lamar Park, nigga. Nigga, the park, the dark, and the Ave. 40 clip, nigga. From Fig to Crenshaw. You gonna be right there on the corner of Crenshaw, killer. I'm just letting you know. I might not even get to talk to you when I'm out there, but I want to be able to at least to do this video and show you what a nigga talking about out there. These niggas, man, we not as sleep as you think. But we tired of listening to this shit, man. We tired of listening to debates. It's niggas just like me that got the eye to discern. But these niggas need an objective, my nigga. Don't nobody care about segment and our set and all that right now. I understand that that's where we come from and that, but right now we need to let the sword listen, nigga. Right now we need to release, that anger that's in us. You feel me? We ain't trying to hear that shit, but let me show you what a nigga do know though. You stated, Seti, that how is all this plant life and all this shit cracking if the sun wasn't created to the fourth day of creation? You gotta understand, first of all, the language and the perspective them people had to speak from. The ancient Africans, they didn't have the same language that we have now. The funny thing about language is since its inception and since it came into existence, it's been ever evolving and it's still evolving. Languages evolve every day. And that's the same thing that happens in our language. When God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, and God saw the light that it was good, God divided the light from the darkness. The darkness He called day, the light He called day, and the darkness He called night. But the evening and the morning were the first day. All right, you gotta understand what they talking about. This is, how should I say, from within. All right, I'm finna bring all this from within. This ain't from no book I done read. This is when I read the books and discern, the ancestors get to holler at me from the Valley of the Kings. You see what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself, where did they thoughts go back in the day? Nigga, they descendants received these things. The ancestral database is ticking right now. Now watch this. Light, darkness, water, and sound is what you need to create light. Now first and foremost, light comes from darkness. The reason why we know light comes from darkness is because light needs darkness in order to shine. Darkness don't need shit from the light to be dark. Light needs darkness, not the other way around. Alright? In the darkness, God said, "Let there be light." Said is synonymous or can be synonymous with a sound wave. Because when you talking, that's all you is waves. Sound waves. And somehow we articulate it into a language. That itself, it's divine. I ain't even getting into the metal letter right now in the divine speech. This is on, how the earth became conducive to aquatic plant life before the sun was created on the fourth day. When this high-pitched sound hits the water, it gives rise to a phenomenon we know today as sonoluminescence. Sonoluminescence is where the acoustic high-frequency sound hits the water and causes air bubbles inside the water. But inside that body of water, inside that bubble, a small spark will appear. Now you can go Google this yourself. A small spark will appear. And it has electromagnetic properties. It's an I ain't even gonna say properties. It's an electromagnetic light that's hot enough to burn the melt steel in a small bowl. They done redid this experiment in science. In labs a million times. It's not standardized, but yet it's valid. It's valid and it can be done over and over again, getting the same results. Back then they couldn't tell you what sonoluminescence was. Today we can tell you what sonoluminescence is. And sonoluminescence is how the earth became conducive with aquatic life. This is where Darn bitch ass got that theory from. Evolution came from the water, single cell organisms and all that motherfucking shit. But he neglected to explain to you what sonoluminescence was because they didn't even explain. They didn't even know what it was. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that the language that they were speaking in was a scientific language. Well, it was as scientific as it was gonna get in that time. How about that? Now we got we know how to, formulate what they said. But when you're not African of African descent, you can't pick up the symbology. See, the symbology was left all around us. I did a video about how God became convenient already. I don't know how to do no presentations and nothing. I'm just letting the sword fly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of, everybody in these conscious communities talking like they got the motherfucking answer. Motherfuckers is talking like, nigga, I got the answer. Well, nigga, if you got the answer, let's implement this shit. The reason why it ain't getting implemented is because, like I said, ain't nobody ready to draw blood for this shit that they talking about and believing in. The reason why Islam is standing so long, the reason why Christianity done stood so long, is because they was ready to draw blood for that shit, boy. Nigga, they went on a crusade and made motherfuckers kneel. Nigga, that caused a psychogenetic rift that'll never heal, my nigga. That shit ain't gonna heal. They drew blood for this shit. So do you understand that when you come out there and try to talk to these motherfucking people, they're not listening to you? Because psychogenetically, they can't. You ain't showed them nothing that would impress them enough to go against their oppressor. Now, you come to LA with pikes with gay niggas' heads on it, and you 50,000 deep, guns everywhere, and then you just shoot a cracker in the face and start making the other crackers kneel to the will of that 40 cal. Oh, motherfuckers gonna start listening in. But until that, man, we just talking, man. We just talking. I'm not trying to, man, I'm just telling you from a nigga that's living in the streets. My living situation is fucked up right now. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't got to let nobody know that. Nigga, I'm just a real nigga out here in these motherfucking streets. Nigga, and it's time, man. We know this shit, man. This shit, do you understand that you think these kids don't know? Nigga, I get the dropping signs on some of these kids. Nigga, these young boys will be like, yeah, you ever heard of Paye? Nigga, I think it was like the 18th or the 25th dynasty went up there and beat niggas' asses. I'm like, yeah, I heard, nigga, why you, man, I was just scrolling through, got tired of searching for Lil Wayne videos on, on YouTube and shit, scrolling through and seeing that shit, watched that documentary on it. But you gotta understand that this shit is built on a strong comedic foundation, Sadie. Polite, you got to understand that everything that you saying is all to the good. But what y'all also got to understand is what military high science is. I don't know what y'all niggas doing behind closed doors, but y'all putting too much on YouTube. The cracker know what we gonna do for y'all even upload the motherfucking shit. You see what I'm saying? You think the cracker ain't watching y'all? But then yet y'all put all this shit on YouTube. We gonna have to go back to the old way. Just like to get these boys, I bet you if men started teaching them to wear that blade like it was back in the day, niggas ain't gonna be too quick to fight. Nigga, that's why the creation of guns came into play. They show you them white boys in the movies working that blade. But they don't show you man black nigga working that blade, because when we worked that blade, we worked it just like a basketball. Them motherfuckers was in awe, like, man, I'm not fighting them niggas, man. I'm not finna fight them niggas, man. You see how he just wielded that motherfucking blade? Nigga, it's like that motherfucker connected to his nervous system. See, I say shit like that because I understand to a whole different degree and why they use language. See, language structures thought. That's why when they say day and give you shit like synonymous, you automatically think it means sun. Day is just an interval of time. Evening is an interval of time. Morning is an interval of time. Night is an interval of time. But evening is the one that they get. Because evening says a significant drop in temperature. That's what he was saying before the sun was created on the fourth day. That when the evening and the morning was the first day. Evening and the morning. Well, what happened tonight? It ain't no night because it wasn't no sun, man. It ain't no night. It was just darkness, man. And they had these sonoluminescent, these acoustic waves hitting the waters, giving off electromagnetic charges all up in the water. Now, if you ask me how the sun came into existence, don't ask me that, cause I don't know. See, I'm a man. I know when to say I don't know how the sun came into existence. But I got a hypothesis on that too, just like my hypothesis on the sonoluminescence thing. But I'm showing you apply a science that can be did over again. That's what I'm showing the motherfucker. I'm with this shit full-fledged. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit this AC again. Turn on that AC green on the niggas. But all I'm saying, quit refuting this knowledge. Because I read the Bible. I read the Quran. Just like everybody always trying to say Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman because they dealt with the Bible. That's the reason why white people put them on a pedestal. Actually, I'm an 80s baby. When we was coming up, we learned about Harriet Tubman and Nat Turner. Now they don't teach us about them as much. And the reason why they don't teach them about them as much is because, first of all, everybody that freed their people was literate damn near. Wasn't no illiterate motherfuckers freeing their people, first of all. Second of all, the funny thing about the versions of the Bible, you gotta understand them. See, Nat Turner did not read Genesis and get to thinking that story meant him. I'm pretty sure at the time Nat Turner was reading the Bible, I'm almost positive that the Bible had the 7 books of Apocrypha in there. And it's 2 books in there called Maccabees and Maccabees 1 and Maccabees 2. Maccabees translates into the Hammer. First I said, man, them is the most revolutionary books I read in my motherfucking life. Nigga, fuck that. I'ma just keep it real with you. You read Maccabees out this motherfucker, you ready to kill something now. Cause they talk about this man named John Maccabees and his sons. I think he had 7 of them. And Maccabees was a true, Jew. He wasn't no Hebrew, Israelite, none of that. He was a Jew living in Jerusalem at the time. Now, what kill it off about the Apocryphas, they give chronology. Said he big on chronology. They give chronology, said in this one, you got to read the 7 Apocryphas, man. You got to read Maccabees, man. Check this out. The Ptolemy sent officers to where Maccabees was at and said, hey, man, y'all gonna have to change our culture. People like, nah, nigga, what we gotta change our culture for, nigga? We already paying them taxes and shit. Nigga, y'all going $2.99 big right now. They like, man, nigga, y'all gonna eat this pork. Now, this what fucked me up. I'm like, nigga, if they paying the taxes and doing all that, why is you trying to get these people to eat pork? What's the big thing about forcing pork on these people, man? What's up with this shit? So I'm reading through, right? And it's just, I love the moment of clarity. I'm addicted to that. That point when you read something or you ask yourself a question about why the reason why the earth blue or the sky blue, and then you just sitting there one day smoking some weed or something, you just lean back, you just off in your thoughts, and then something just ping, and then your eyes is automatically open, and you like, I know why the sky is blue. Because when the sun is up, the light from the sun is reflecting off the water, causing the sky to be blue. This is why they say, as above, so below. But I might be wrong. It just came to me like that. All packaged and ready to go just like that. That's the gift about being black, boy. Love being black. But I'm sitting there reading Maccabees, right? And I'm like, well, hold up. They trying to get these people to eat something other than what their culture said or the land that told them to eat. But the cold thing about it, Maccabees was at the scene where the nigga had the shit in the middle of the courtyard. So the other Jews was like, man, we just finna eat, this pig they bringing, man, because, we tired of these niggas fucking with us. Why when one of the other Jews went up there to eat the motherfucking pig, Maccabees ran up there and slew his bitch ass? That was so eye-opening to me. It hit me right here. I'm like, nigga, that nigga ran up there. He said, nigga, ain't nobody eat no meat, nigga, from the sack, nigga. I said that shit. He took you Williams, this bitch ass. I'm like, damn, nigga, he ran up there because another nigga from the sack was like, man, I'ma just go ahead and eat the meat. Man, that nigga ran up there, chopped that nigga head off, and said he'll fade anybody that come up here like they want to do something, nigga. Nigga, we Jews, nigga. I'm not saying that's what we are, but being my boy Yakanine already said it. So that's African. But I'm just giving it to you how the Bible said. I'm just showing you what opened Nat Turner's eyes. So he smoked them, right? So nigga, he gotta get on with with the new rulers of Egypt, the Ptolemies and shit. So he on the run, nigga. That nigga on the run with a band of niggas, with his hood. So what the Romans would start doing is they would start not the Romans, but the niggas in power. What they started doing is they started saying, nah, fuck all this. We finna smoke their ass on the Sabbath day. They can't do nothing on the Sabbath day. We finna smoke something, nigga. So why when the Sabbath days came, they started smoking Jews. Jews would just stand there getting lit up. Told back. Why this nigga Maccabees came out the cut and was like, nigga, I'm finna holler at you real quick, Heavenly Father. Nigga, that was the first pop. He said, let me holler at you, my nigga, real quick, briefly. They smoking us on the Sabbath day. And they see that the Sabbath day is all weakness. God, if I'm about to do wrong by, defending ourselves on the Sabbath day, then I'll holler at you when I get up there, my nigga. Maccabees start lighting niggas up on the Sabbath, nigga. Ain't no rest. Nigga, I ain't tired right now, because these niggas out here playing. These are the books your boy Nat and them was reading. The most revolutionary books in the Bible that they don't want you to read, bro. I'm not saying the Bible is good. Yeah, they got a lot of, it's a rapist worship. But look at the psychology in it. You changed the samurai warrior into a white nigga named Serapis. To a Mexican Spanish nigga named Jesus Cristo. You see what I'm saying? Say, I'm not trying to pull your coattail on nothing. I'm just trying to show you that Bible is powerful for a reason. And if you ain't ready to run up and chop a nigga head off for siding with one of these crackers, then we just talking. We got to take this shit back. We know the shit already. So all I'm saying is all your videos y'all making, all the stuff y'all writing, all the books Polite writing, put the motherfuckers in the time capsule and put them somewhere safe. Because these babies gonna need that shit when we get done tearing this shit up. See, I can even go in on the reason why genealogy and chronology is fucked up. Because first of all, Sarah Sutin said he should know this himself. What no male called no Pharaoh. Pharaoh comes from a word called Perkah, which means high house of the woman. And we do know that Egyptian culture was matrilineal. So high house of the woman and Pharaoh, gave rise to Sutin, which were the so-called kings. Not Pharaoh, Sutins. There always was a Pharaoh that ruled through succession. It wasn't always a Sutin. See, when Hatshepsut was ruling, it wasn't no suit. I ain't saying what she did was right, but obviously a nigga didn't fit the bill. Shit. Whether she was gay or not. Whether, I don't care what nigga said about her. Obviously, it wasn't a nigga hard enough that fit the bill. So she couldn't choose no suit. I don't give a fuck how gay she was. If it was a real nigga like Mia Seti back in that motherfucker, she'd have been like, man, I'm gonna choose Octo. Even though shit, nigga, I just have a threesome with the nigga. I'm not saying that that's how our women was back then. But I'm saying if she gonna be gay and be messing with other females, she'd have chose the suit. That's how headstrong these women were. You know? I'm just tired of how everybody treating us in this motherfucking field. We riders out here, man. And it's time to stop all this motherfucking, let's do this and, march. Language structures thought. Evolution. The evolution theory on its own is racist based on the language they chose to use. Man evolved from monkey. That means man is better than monkey. White men evolved from blacks, which makes white men the evolution, or better than blacks, instead of calling them what the fuck they are, which is a mutation. And mutations, what we know in biological psychology, I got an A in that class too. Biological psychology tells us that no mutation ever, except if it's for human adaptation, a mutation serves no purpose in the natural world. I learned that from a white nigga. And raised my hand and asked him, and I gave it to you just like so you saying evolve, so what you saying white people evolve from? Well, everybody come from Africa. So you saying that you better than me. I can see how you would think that, or no, it's the language you using. Now I see why everybody else think it too. You a mutation, and you serve no purpose. You see what I'm saying? You use blacks in the world as a host to feed off of, because you can't feed yourself. You can't even get nourished from the sun. The earth no longer is yielding its strength to you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Seti, I just want you to look at that. And if I get a chance to holler at you, I'm gonna still have you look at this little, damn near 40-minute video while I just been rattling on and hope that we can keep in contact from, where you at to Cali. You know what I'm saying? Because I plan on going ahead, and being the leader on the forefront out here for, people in California. I'm with the Hebrew Israelites. I'm with the Pan-African movement. Even though, they say we ain't African. If I pull a K on that nigga and put that motherfucker in his eye, that nigga gonna be like, oh yeah, well, nigga, we African. I was just, trying to give y'all my opinion. Fuck your opinion. You don't have a right to your opinion. You have a right to your informed opinion, but nobody has the right to be ignorant. Peace out, y'all. Black Power.